West Virginia basketball team has won 13 straight games. They have not lost on American soil. They are ranked in the top 10, number 6 in one poll, number 5 in the other. And they're looking good. They're looking like what we expected, what we hoped for. Nothing like what they looked against Texas A&M in Germany. Before we go any further, I want you to know that I'm Brandon Phoenix. If you've not heard this show before, we are the Raspy Voice Kids. I go by the name I Also Hate Pitt. And I'm joined by my brother.
I'm Jeremy Phoenix, J Fiend. Actually, there's an N in there, but yeah.
Yeah, so this team, everybody was excited about last year after our deep run into the tournament. We took Gonzaga to the wire, and they played for a national championship. We felt like this team could come back and compete for a real chance at least at a Final Four. Then Macon left. Then Ahmad got suspended. Then Napper got hurt. And I wasn't sure about the depth. Then we get shellacked by Texas A&M.
Whipped.
And it was like, ugh. But then the team showed real resolve. They won the RVK Invitational Championship, which I don't care what anybody says, a championship is a championship. They showed grit and comebacks. They showed toughness. They showed a real Bobby Huggins, blue-collar, coal miner mentality. Really what you would call 304. And the key to all of that, the key player, is Javon Carter, without question.
Mr. Carter.
Defensive Player of the Year last year. He does things defensively that you can't teach. He takes the ball away from players in scenarios that you just can't imagine. And so now he's the leading thief in the history of West Virginia University basketball. And we've got 16 more games to play?
Yeah.
He's also go ahead.
No, what I love about Javon is sometimes what he does is get on the stat sheet. Now his steals do, and sometimes, he fills up the cup. But I just feel like when he's out there, they talk about a floor general, but when he's out there, you just feel like a calm. Like he's got it under control. He's in control. He's been there. We're going to be all right. He makes me feel at ease. More than I would. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still times with Stretch Virginia strikes, and I'm sitting here like, come on now, fellas.
Well, I feel like every game, for the most part, Stretch Virginia has struck. Because you're not our front court. We're not sure what we're getting out of our front court. And what's really helped is Teddy Allen, freshman, has shown he can put the ball in the bucket.
Buckets. Teddy buckets.
The last 2 games, 15 points against Oklahoma State to open conference play, 22 against Kansas State. In Manhattan in the Little Apple, 2 road wins to start out Big 12 conference play, hugely important for who we are, because this team is not a finished product. It's still developing. We are very senior laden at the guard position with Dax and Javon, but in the front court, we're young. We've got a lot of contributors who are young. Beadle, a sophomore. Lamont West, a sophomore. Sags, sophomore. Wesley Harris. Yep. These guys are young, and they're growing into what they're going to be. They're learning their roles. They're learning what Hugs wants out of them. They're learning what needs to be done for us to get wins. And in the process, we're winning, which to me is more than what anybody could have asked for. To win this many games in a row, to start out conference play the way we have, especially with Kansas losing to Texas Tech at Fog Island, really we're in a good position. And that's
doors
important.
Open. That's the thing. The door's open. I mean, how many championships Big 12 have they won in a row?
13 in a row. And everybody picked them
open right now.
Everybody picked Kansas for 14 in a row. And they've got the bodies. They've got the players. But like the Big 12, man, from top to bottom, everybody knows it's deep as any conference. It's deeper than any conference in the country. And it's so important that we're doing so well. It's so important that things are going as well as they are, because Oklahoma comes calling this Saturday.
Yep.
Trey Lowe, possibly the best player in the country. Guard, true freshman from Oklahoma. Filling up buckets left and right, breaking assist records, and he's going to get matched up with the best defender in the country in Javon Carter. Do you think West Virginia goes box and 1 at any point?
I hope not. I hope not. And I I think we'll be able to play ball. But I'm gonna just say this for people who have not watched Trey Young.
I called him Trey. I'm sorry, I called him Trey Lowe. My bad. He's not the quarterback that just signed with us. Trey Young.
If you haven't, pay attention. If you haven't watched Trey Young, look, if you thought Buddy Hield was a problem, if you thought Buddy Hield was an issue, this dude, look, I watched him play against TCU, and I don't know how to. I'll tell you exactly how to explain him. He reminds me now. Now, don't kill me. I'm saying what he reminds me of. Is he on that level yet? No. He reminds me of Steph Curry mixed with Kyrie. I know it sounds ridiculous. This dude is quick. Look, when he passes half court, that's his range. I thought it was ridiculous. I'm watching TCU. Literally, the stuff that you see Steph Curry doing, pulling up for super deep, like, man, that's an idiot shot. I mean, and when it lifts his fingers, you always think it's good. Every single time. His range is unlimited. He's quick. He's averaging 29.6 points a game. He's averaging 30 points a game. Well, he doesn't pass the ball. He's averaging 10.7 assists a game. When you see this dude come to Morgantown, now let me say this. Now stop. Let me just say, I feel like we're going to win this game, and I picked Javon Carter on my squad any day of the week because I love his grit. He is a true Mountaineer, and I'm down to fight with him at any moment. But honestly, Brandon, Saturday night when Mountaineer Nation watches Trey Young, one of two things are going to happen. Either A, they're going to have a new person to hate, or they may have a secret new favorite player.
Secret being the key word.
A secret new favorite player. So
I will say this. It would help if Javon was 100%. His wrist is not healthy. And that's why he offensively hasn't been as good. If you notice, he's not been as good since he injured his wrist. Hopefully he'll be healthy. One thing for sure is you're not going to be able to take him out. He's going to give it everything he has. And we're going to need everybody else to be able to step up as well. Defensively, we're going to need Sags to stay in the game. Yeah. It's been nice to see Bender get some confidence. He seems like he's playing with a little bit more confidence. But it's going to be a game come Saturday. It really is. It better be. Because
and real talk, I think I feel like if I had to put money on, I would. I don't bet, but I feel like West Virginia is going to win the game. I feel like Huggins and the team's grit. But what I'm saying is, win or lose, Trey Young scoring 35 points. That kid, or maybe not 35 points. When you watch him, there's something different. I don't care. They always say great offense beats great defense. We play great defense. I'm telling you. And here's one thing you're like, oh, maybe he can have an off game. I'm just saying, I know it's a lot of hype. He's the truth. When you watch Trey Young, he's the truth. And that's why it's so awesome. They're coming into Morgantown. They're top 10. But the thing is, they're going to feel us because we're a Bob Huggins coach team. Yep. They better be ready for the physical. And especially in Morgantown when they let us play ball, usually let us play ball.
And it's sold out. It's going to be loud. Yeah. You see kids on Twitter complaining because they're not getting seats where they want, which is awesome because it means it's filled up. So if you're going to be there, be loud, be proud. Make sure you're a raspy voice kid by the end of the night. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be exciting. One thing I want you to think about, and I thought about this earlier, is I wonder when the last time the Heisman Trophy and the Naismith went to the same school in the same year.
Yeah, that's a good question. Somebody asked that before.
Did they?
Yeah, people have been asking that since Trey's been going off.
It hit me earlier today. I was sitting there and
but I honestly don't know. I can't. I mean, I remember the last time the number one draft pick in the NBA and the NFL happened. Do you remember that?
Number one NBA and man, that'd be way back.
No, it was Utah. Alex Smith and Andrew Bogut.
No, man, I don't remember that. Well, now that you say it, it makes sense, but
yeah. So,
one.
But anyway, so yeah, that's a good question. So if anybody knows, anybody watching, anybody listening, let us know what was the last school to have the Naismith winner and the Heisman winner in the same year.
Naismith, in case people don't know, is for the best college basketball player in the country, which is the equivalent to obviously the Heisman, which we all know is the best college football player in the country.
Yep. So that's all I got, Jay. You got anything else?
Nah, man, it's gonna be fun. Get ready. Get ready to be loud. I'm gonna be there making noise. I can't wait for it. It's this is why you watch sports. We just talked about the Rose Bowl. This game, a game like this is exactly why you watch college basketball. It's going to be hyped up. It's going to be loud. People are going to be in their feelings. The emotions going to be high. I can't wait. I can't wait.
And it's why kids go to West Virginia to play these kinds of games. But let's go Mountaineers. Let's go drink some beers. Plenty of cheers. We out here.